It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel.
Yes.
The beautiful, sultry tones of the GidKidDad Show.
I just looked at myself in the camera for the first time.
Yeah.
This whole time.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been very, very busy.
Uh-huh.
We're in the process of moving. And my eyes look like I am not doing well. I just want to let everybody know I'm fine.
But your eyes are not.
But my eyes are not. I don't need people going on Twitter doing that. Justin Bieber's looking like crazy. Like, please, no, I'm fine.
Look.
I'm fine.
Anyway, whether it's first time here or you're joining us, thank you for being here with us today. You're loved, appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are
enough.
Okay, so there have been because we've been super busy with everything going on. If people haven't noticed, we're launching girl group right now, and there's just all kinds of stuff. So, but people have been like going into our other videos, our old videos, and there's two videos that everybody has been like, we really want you to react to. Damn and Blink Twice. Yes. And so we're finally getting some time today to go through. Now, full disclosure from my end, I have already seen this. I've obviously already heard it multiple times on repeat because, the girls were doing dance challenges of it. It's just, it's good. But we're still going to go through. We'll talk about the music, which is what we normally do. We'll break it down for you. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. I don't know. You've heard the song? Obviously,
I've heard the song,
have you seen the video? You haven't seen the video. Okay, so this will be your first time seeing the video. So let's do it, right? Like, subscribe to the notification bell, follow along with the journey, check out all of our stuff. You can check out our girl group in the description below. But let's go. Let's check it out. Fuzzy heart syndrome, also known as FHS. Oh, can we get this off of here? Thank you.
I heard you like confidence. Well, I've got a lot of it. So baby, it's common sense. Just don't be anonymous. I heard that you've been busy, yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. Trying my best not to step up on your landmine. But let's have some fun with it, 'cause you know I'm running it. Ooh, I'm lost inside your world, you got that symphony. Like that-oo, that-oo, that-oo. If you like me, blink twice. Are you naughty or nice? Maybe add a little spice. If you're trying to roll the dice, let me give you some advice. If you like me, blink twice. He's not even thinking about me. Maybe he's just looking at me. Got me.
Okay, so
Yeah, okay is right.
okay. So there's a couple really cool things happening in this song that are very reminiscent. Like, it's very now in terms of like we're seeing this trend back towards like a more centered vocal, where it's like very much there's nothing really happening in the background during that first part. It's really focused on like that vocal kind of being right in the middle. But like, and that's really cool. But when it came in, I remember hearing the teaser.
The teaser, yes.
And remember we were talking about that, like the bass, that the like we were like, I wondered if it was actually a like choice or whether it was just because in the teaser sometimes like with compression and stuff like that things get messed up. Choice.
Yeah,
it's
choice.
like very
100%.
very over like
distorted.
Yeah. So almost
It's like
go ahead.
they clipped it. It's like it's a clipped
it's like a hyper
bass. Like yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what, that's really big right now in over in the US in more underground like hyper pop and some of the stuff that like Juice WRLD was doing for a little while and like that whole sad boy era.
Yeah.
They were doing that a lot, and I was waiting for it to come into mainstream, because I knew it was going to, but like it's such a weird sound that I wasn't sure if it was going to make it.
Yep.
And here it is.
Yep. And the funny thing with stuff like this, people forget that like oftentimes the trends that you see in music actually are starting in like underground scenes somewhere else. Whether it be, I remember like there was the whole like drill sound that came around. Trap obviously found its way into mainstream drums. A lot of like EDM style drum patterns and beats are often picked up. And part of like New Jeans' whole thing was taking like very significant drum patterns that were taking off in these kind of like EDM spheres, but like they weren't being commercialized, and then commercializing them. And so that's how it feels. And this is obviously, this is US producers and stuff like that on this song. So it makes a lot of sense on that. But I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, okay. They actually meant to do that.
That toy box sample that they have right in the beginning, the little bling, 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 like that's a good toy box.
That's a good toy box.
Like every once in a while, like, because there's tons of them on different VSTs. Like there's always one, and they're always like, you know what I mean? And this one is like really good. It's a little detuned as well. Like,
yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right.
Baby, he's just looking at me.
Got me going crazy, baby, no, don't be lazy. Come over and chase me, yeah, you better amaze me.
I'm at the spot, baby, tell me, are you ready or not? Don't you leave me waiting. Ooh, I'm lost inside your world, you got that symphony. Like that. If you like me, blink twice. Are you naughty or nice? Maybe add a little spice. If you're trying to roll the dice, let me give you some advice. If you like me, blink twice. He's not even thinking about me. Maybe he's just looking at me. If you really like me, baby, then just blink twice. If you really like me, then you gotta roll the dice. If you like me, blink twice. Are you naughty or nice? Maybe add a little spice. If you're trying to roll the dice, let me give you some advice. If you like me, blink twice. He's not even thinking about me. Maybe he's just looking at me. He's not even thinking about me. Maybe he's just looking at me.
Hold on.
Huh?
Okay. All right, we're gonna play some charades. That thing with the eye, that room that they were in.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something very specific. It's 2 words. No?
The eye.
Zordon from Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, because he was that dude that was in a jar.
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it reminds me of that so much.
Oh,
Dude,
Power Rangers.
how did they... Like, man. This is another video where it's like a ton of money went into this, a ton of vision.
Okay. You know what? Here, we're almost at the end of the song, so let's finish the song, and then I'm gonna go back because I'm gonna talk about that real quick.
Maybe he's just looking at me.
So, I actually want to speak. Okay, so because we're coming into this a little bit later, you know, and it's been out for a little bit, but there's been a lot of people that have been like hitting on this video for different reasons, like that it's ripped off like one of the K-pop ones, and but that it's not like a huge budget or anything like that. And I'm just like, it's so far from the truth that, like, first off, concepts in videos are always going to be reused. Like, there's only so many things that you can do. You will always find some kind of consideration, and we draw our inspirations off of other things.
I mean, every rom-com ever is a Shakespeare.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's okay.
But what people people, I don't think, are realizing about this video versus others. So we talked about Blackpink earlier when we were doing the damn video, and
Yeah.
Blackpink did a lot of real sets. They very, very rarely use CGI. They would build real sets. And I don't think that people realize, like, yes, CGI work is very, very expensive, but sets are also very, very expensive. And as we go through here and we look at this, yes, there's some CGI that goes over it, but like this room in and of itself, these are real things that were built and placed in here. Like they had to build all of this stuff in this room to make this happen. They built the room itself.
Yeah, in fact, the reason CG is so big nowadays is because it's less expensive than sets.
Right. So when you go ahead.
Yeah. No, just green screening somebody into CG that like 4 dudes just sat and did for, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It's cheaper to have someone render something up for you than to have somebody build a fake 70s computer.
Yeah.
With a bunch of tubes coming out of it.
And now there's a place in Chicago. I don't know if I ever showed you the pictures, but somebody that one of the friends that I have back in the U.S. works. He does 3D rendering, and now they take like big, huge. They take like screens that are like the size of like warehouses, and they will film in front of those. And so they do like commercial stuff. I remember he showed me pictures. Like they had brought like a plane in because it's like a warehouse. They brought a plane in front of it, so it like looks like the plane is flying, and they can get all these different shots, and they like shoot like action scenes. Like instead of even doing green screen now, they just put the film in the back of it. So I want to like do a quick defense on that one, because this, like you have multiple of them. So this is just one set in this big room that they have where all of this is like special created for this. And then we go back into the other scene, and you have this whole, like the thing that you were talking about was the Zordon thing. This is real back here. Like these cables and this shit. Like it might be like there might be some graphics work going over the thing itself, but like this room is again another thing that had to be created. Look at this.
Yeah.
So like I don't think that it's a fair comparison, and I feel like they weren't given enough credit, because this video felt very creative for me. Especially for what the video is, where it's like people aren't realizing because I think people are getting too used to green screen, and maybe they're not watching a lot of like the K-pop content. They're forgetting of like what it really is to like build sets and how intricate that actually is to be able to do that. So I actually just want to give them a huge shout out on that. And the other thing,
and if you guys are wondering, like, because the question always comes up for different reasons. How does Josh know this stuff? How does Josh know that this would be expensive? I can tell you that Josh's vision for what we want to do and what we've wanted to do and all the things is much, much bigger than we've been able to do. So he's priced all these things already. And then we've had to obviously knock it down because, you know, we just aren't in that spot yet. But like, we've definitely gone through these price tables for stuff like this, and it's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, it ain't cheap. So huge shout out. And then talking about the song, like my initial impressions, I remember the first time that I heard it, before I saw the music video, the first time that I actually just heard the song, my first impressions were that the beginning of the song is just okay. Like, it wasn't something that grabbed me in right away, but the hook is so good. And we talk about this with Bini over and over again. They always have good hooks. And that's the point of a hook. The rest of the song can just be okay, and it gives it kind of that dynamics. But the hook is always amazing. And like, I found myself singing the hook after I heard it, and like that's how you know it's like, okay, I only listened to it once, it's stuck in my head. If you let me blink twice, and then, you know, with the dance challenge and stuff like that, very, very good. But it's a song that definitely also, like, it may take 2 or 3 listens, but it makes the listener want to listen 2 or 3 times, and then by that point in time they're hooked. And a lot of the most viral songs that you've really heard on the radio over time, that's kind of how they are. It's like you hear a song for the first time, it's like, I like this song, and then they listen to it, and then all of a sudden you're just like,
Yeah, and then a
You
month later, you're like, she's my trap queen and I'm not a band, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember.
And that's, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what it is like songs like that song Trap Queen, if anyone remembers that, or if it even got over there, was like, the chorus was so good. The rest of the song, like, I honestly, to this day, I've listened to that song a cajillion times, have no idea what he was saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
But it's because of, like, that hook. And then when you want to dig deeper and, like, listen to the verses and, like, try to really learn something, there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, these hooks that these girls are putting out is just, like, that's what's going to put them over and over and over every time. Because, like, if you can't forget it, then it's in you, you know?
Yeah. It reminds me of the song, and even the pacing of this song is actually very, very similar. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran.
My bad habits lead
But
to
when the
late
song
nights.
starts off, it's kind of like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Like, it's not super remarkable at the beginning. Like, it just kind of starts off slow and it reels you in, and then all of a sudden, but bad habits lead to late nights, and then, like, it picks up, and, like, that's what sticks with you. Ooh, ooh. Because even if you hear that, there's clearly a lot of, like, that going on in this song. And it really reminds me of that, which, by the way, was, like, one of the biggest songs in the U.S. for a very long time. So final statement that I'll make is, you know, the whole venture for them doing a lot more English type songs, and there's been pushback and stuff. Like, we've been artists. We're now a company. We get to deal with artists on a daily basis. And I will tell you, from all the artists that we work with, the vast majority of the time, you have to remember that your artists are also looking up to people like Ed Sheeran, people like Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish. And that's the music that they're consuming. And that's a lot of times the music that they want to do. They also want to do, I'm sure, Filipino music and stuff like that. There's that pride there. But, like, I think that there's always this kind of thing of, like, well, if they're doing it, it's because the label's forcing them to, or whatever it is. And I will tell you guys that 9 times out of 10, like, trust your artists in this regard, because it's just like, I'm sure that they love this song. You know, like, the whole them, because there's no Filipino songs on this, like, EP that came out. And it's just like, you know, if this is the direction they want to go, artists evolve and artists change, and, you know, over time, like, that's okay. Look at any big artist that's come out. I think of, like, big groups that we used to, like, My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, you know, like, even like the Backstreet Boys became so, and NSYNC, like, their first stuff to their later stuff was just such a night and day difference. And that's what happens. And trends also change. And I think that's maybe one of the reasons that, like, locally it's harder, because I think globally trends are changing at, like, an extremely fast rate in music, but locally they've remained pretty similar for a long time. Like, the trends don't make huge leaps in the same amount. And so I think that that's one thing that people forget about, is, like, if you're not making music that trends, it's very, very difficult to be able to make it in music. There are exceptions to that, because people are going to say, like, well, SB19's doing it. It's like, but those are exceptions to the rule. They're not the rule. That's not, like, it's still a business at the end of the day, and you have to put money into it, and you have investors to pay back and stuff like that. So I think that they're doing a fantastic job. I think that this song was very good, and it has an amazing, amazing hook to it. I think the video deserves a lot more credit than what it has, because I do think that there's a lot that went into this video, and I hope that they continue to grow. It's also good to see, like, we talk about this, and our girls talk about this all the time, but, like, you know, this is the first, like, woman group out of here that's, like, really, really making differences and really making changes, and they're also standing up, and they do so much work for charity, and like, it's really, really great to see that from, like, a women empowerment standpoint as well, of, like, the type of impact that they're making. And unfortunately, they're also getting a lot of, I see comments that Bini gets that male groups do not get. like they get hate, I think sometimes just because they're women. It's like this different standard on, like, for instance, like if they clap back or something on Twitter and something like that. Like I see that in like male groups all the time where like somebody will like just defend themselves or something and people are like, yeah, go you, like speak back. And then like one of the Beanie Girls will do it and it's like, whoa, why are you being like that? You know, like calm down.
Right. But that's a double standard that's as old as time.
Right.
You know what I mean? That like, oh, go him, but oh, she's a this or she's a that or she's being you know, hard to deal with.
Yep.
You know.
And that's just why I think that we need to show them, like, they deserve the support, because I don't think that they realize that yes, ABS is putting money into them, and so they have that, but I don't think that people realize that they still have this uphill battle that of just like being women is just like an uphill battle, unfortunately, in this industry. So keep fighting. Keep fighting, girls. Keep doing what you're doing. Cool. Anything else? My bad habits.
Nah.
If you like me, blink twice. Are you naughty? You're nice. I've seen it. I've seen that dance challenge so many times now.
I don't know the dance. Was I doing it?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's not even thinking about me. It's like something, yeah. I don't think that you're doing it, but you know, you instead, you always, whenever you do that face, you look like Robert De Niro. Like, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. Anyway,
yeah,
I think we need.
I'm the man of many faces.
I think that we need to give these lovely people, you know.
Just like, I wonder if they have an old school telephone, because I know they have like an iPhone or whatever, but they have to have like a telephone.
Telephone. All right, telephone. Yeah. I'm gonna do eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course.
Eyes.
Yeah. Always picking the easy one. Okay.
Look, you could have picked the easy one. You chose not to.
I always choose not to.
I like staying with it, you know. All right, guys. Thank you. Like, subscribe to the notification bell. Follow along with our journey. Check out our new girl group, FINIX. It's out now. You can check that out in the description below. And, of course, if nobody told you that they love you today, please don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last but certainly not least,
it was a great day to play.
Thanks, guys. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.